Hello and welcome back, Haire. So we're going to be continuing our YouTube series. So today's topic is we're going to be talking about PR. I have it into 5 different separate points. Basically, we're going to be talking today about the fact that people are visual creatures. Okay, let's start with that. So everyone's visual creatures. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is your profile trash. And I mean this with love, your profile trash. We can't see your profile picture. It's not clear. Your profile picture is not clear. Your actual setup for your YouTube page isn't clear as well. I'll go ahead and show you what my page looks like as well. So you can get some ideas, and then I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys some of the apps I use. And then I have it right here. We're going to go into the thumbnail / page setup. So the thumbnail maker, I actually went ahead and I made a video of that. I did a screen share so you guys can see. Basically, thumbnail maker is literally it's for free 99 on apps, your apps. Free to be able to upload. Anyways, it's free 99 for your apps. You can go in and you can make it whatever you want. Just make sure it's eye-catching. You want to stay away from dark colors. I did that on purpose so you guys can see that. You want to stay away from that. And then I also have my actual thumbnail maker, because you have the page and you have the thumbnail maker. You want to go ahead and make sure the resolution is correct, the correct size, because sometimes you'll have a great thumbnail or whatever, and it's not the same size resolution. I went ahead and highlighted that for you guys as well. And I really want to share this topic with you because of the fact that a lot of people have good content, but people want to see, my main thing about being a YouTube content creator is making sure you fake it till you make it. You go into my page when I first started, it just said clear hair. I didn't say what days I post on. I didn't say what days I post on. I didn't say anything about what is my page about. I didn't say none of that. So now you see on my page now I have what I make, when do I post, and if you really are a stickler for time, you can actually put what time you post. Now me, I still work a day job, so I can definitely say that I don't really, certain days the uploading doesn't upload right. You guys who hung out with me on Monday, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm gonna go ahead and go on to my next point. So my next point is how your different platforms are set up as well. So the secret that people don't want you to know is the fact that the game has changed. You just can't start a YouTube unless there's nepotism. Where he at? Unless there's nepotism, you just can't start a YouTube and have no other links. I think a lot of my views and followers are actually coming from my TikTok handle as well as my Instagram handle. Because they'll be like, okay, well, your Facebook, oh, okay, so your Instagram looks good. Okay, let me see what else she wants to do. Or I'll be like, hey, your TikTok looks good. And they'll be like, hey, I wonder what else she does. So people will bring more traffic into your channel. So that's another thing too. Make sure they look professional as well. I went ahead and I just kept the same profile picture. So just in case you get tripped up with the spelling, you'll see my face and you're just like, oh, that's Claire Haire. I am Claire_Haire on TikTok, as well as Claire Haire 2020 on Instagram, I believe. But my link to my direct Instagram is on there, and I'm also going to place my TikTok on there as well. I just haven't gone around to it. So we're going to go to our third point is your candor. So a lot of people, when you have someone who's well spoken and who can very communicate and highly intelligently carry a conversation as well as converse with others, you're going to go far, okay? You're going to go far. So you want to make sure your candor's on point as well. And I know some people are just like, oh, this is just YouTube. I don't got to talk proper. Yes, you need to communicate proper. It's a business at the end of the day. You have a business email, and that also brings me into the fact that you need to make sure that you realize it is a business. Yes, I mess around and joke or whatever, but you want to go ahead and really know that it's a business as well. So with most businesses, like the jobs you work at, you want to make sure you're definitely being professional at all times. This is your brand. Yeah. This is your brand, you know, so I just don't want you guys to make the same mistakes that I've seen in the past, where some people have gone out and like they have a brand and they go out and like start causing trouble purposely for clout, you know, other things like that. You just want to make sure you're going in and you're making sure that you remember at the end of the day, it is, you know, fun to play around, but it is a business. You want to go ahead and make sure you're being professional at all times, even when people pull you to it, especially as you get bigger. That's one thing I can definitely say is like the more views and the bigger your platform gets, the bigger your brand gets, there are going to be people, unless you're deleting the comments and no one can see it, people are going to come for you as they see your star ascending. So definitely make sure you remember what's your purpose and know that two negatives doesn't negate the other 8 people. I hope this counting is right. The other 8 people who are rooting for you. So don't let these two people mess you up, okay? That's one thing, like I said, be professional at all times, even if you have to take a break, even if you don't want to respond just soon, because sometimes some of the comments I've gotten in the past just for my platform, and I consider myself a small content creator. Some of the comments I've gotten, like I've literally had to sit there and just take a breath and really think about what do I want to say back, because sometimes, no taste of gangsta, but you just want to make sure you're being professional at all times, even if they're not being professional, know that this is your business. So number 4, business inquiry as well as email address. So if I get a request, because I've done 2 brand deals so far. So if I get a request, I have a template that it has my personal information on it, so I can't share with you guys, but I can tell you the gist of what a professional email would look like. So you're gonna say, greetings, good morning, you know, some type of that. I do agree to doing this brand deal with you, as well as you initial here that you're not going to share my personal information, like my personal address, not my PO box. As well as you can put in there, if I have any personal issues, I will step to you first before I reveal it to the public. So that's letting other people know that's letting these brand deals feel comforted that, you know, with social media is a pro and a con to social media. Pro, if there's a good product, everybody's gonna know about it. If there's a bad product, everybody's gonna know about it. So you wanna make sure that you're definitely going in and you're being very conscientious, okay? You make sure that you're being conscientious when it comes to actually going in and reviewing these. Like, I know, you know, sometimes you just get irritated, or you're just like, you know, this hair is trash, I don't like it. You know, like, you don't, like, it's one of the things where it's like, this is their brand deal as well. So just imagine if someone got a service from you, let's say you're a professional napper. I can't think of anything else. But let's say you're a professional dog walker, right? I'm a professional napper. Let's say you're a professional dog walker, right? So one person sees that little spot, their dog, what's their dog's name? And let's say if they sit there and they see that little spot did not use the bathroom as usual because you didn't walk him properly. You don't want that blast all over social media, because word of mouth is dangerous. So word of mouth is just like social media. There's a pro and a con to it. So if one person had a bad experience, most likely people aren't going to buy from your brand at all or view your videos. So you want to also make sure that your business email is on your profile as well. And when you have a business email, I can definitely say that's going to get rid of anybody who's going to come with any phishing scams or anything like that, because they'll say, oh, this is pretty, DM me. They're not going to email you back, because they know once they try to email you back, Mr. Firewall is going to protect you from their scams. So definitely watch out for that. And I'll be doing a video in the future about phishing scams. Okay. And then I have my final point here is document everything. So side note, if you hear little slips of a British accent, it's because I had to do it for one of my previous videos, so it's still kind of there. So you want to go ahead and document everything that you do. So when you come in and you're a new brand, fresh face, fresh ideas, you want to make sure you document everything, because what these big companies like to do, because I've seen it as well, what these big companies like to do, they have a community of people who they've built up through the years, through the decades, through nepotism. They definitely have a community of people who will try to dismiss you. Like, there's been so many cases. This person made a brand and this person wiped them out. Or this person got a brand from a smaller person or blah, blah. You know, not to name any names. But it's just one of those things where it's just like, you want to make sure that you're documenting everything, because what will end up happening is that these big companies will steal from you because you're a small content creator. You don't have a community yet. You know, you don't have a community yet of people who are going to go in and protect you or whatever. Like, I have a thing where when I post my smaller videos or my video clips on Instagram, I make sure I have my watermark on the bottom that says Claire Haire, as well as I make sure that it's just well documented, okay? Because what's gonna happen is, I'm afraid for you new content creators who are gonna come in with all your fresh ideas and all your uniqueness, you know, since being unique is very rare nowadays. You're gonna come with all your uniqueness, and then someone bigger who has a platform of like 1 million subscribers, or someone who has a platform of like 100K followers on Instagram, they're gonna come in and they're gonna take your idea, and then by the time you sit there and say, hey, that was mine, no one cares. They have 1 million subs. Now, mind you, because of the fact that we're in the culture and the climate that people aren't letting this happen, but I'm just scared for you guys. Just make sure that you're documenting everything. And if you feel like a bigger content creator is also mimicking your style, you feel free to block them. Okay, insider, but feel free to block them as well, because if you feel like they've been watching you, or you'll do like a really unique concept, and then the next week they're saying, oh, I decided to try this. No, they didn't. They're copying off you. It's cool though, it's flattery. But like I said, my main point today is definitely PR. I remember just a final thoughts. So I remember I had my previous picture where like it showed my hair, and it showed my curly hair, and it showed everything. So it had flowers in it. So flowers is also another profile picture that will bring viewers in as well. So they had it there, but you couldn't really see my face. Now, so I was like, you know what, let me find a picture, especially in white. People who have white backgrounds for their profile picture, it's much easier for people to be like, I wonder what her profile's about. You know, like, it's much clearer. There's nothing in the background, you know, compared to if you have like a busy background, it's kind of hard to see your profile picture. And I remember I switched it. I don't know if it's coincidence, but I promise you, I switched my profile pictures, and I got like 3 subscribers within the hour that I fixed it, you know, because the fact that they can't see you. And like I said, like on YouTube, when you make comments on other people's videos, they can't see you. So it's just kind of like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's kind of like they don't know what they're watching. But like I said, definitely keep those 5 points ahead. And then tomorrow, our final day in our boot camp, I'm going to tell you what watch time is and which one is more important. Having a high views or having high subscribers. And don't forget to subscribe, share. Later.